So picking cherries is a Qigong exercise or movement that involves picking imaginary cherries off an imaginary tree. So we're picking between these two fingers. Or maybe it doesn't matter which two fingers, but gathering the cherries. Just imagine them falling into a basket here. That's your energy collection. And then bring the arms back down and relax. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this practice. And now let's eat some real cherries. Eating mindfully can help us stay balanced. Whether it's an addiction or just simply a pleasure, you can transform that into energy and see it in a balanced way that supports your health and well-being. What you can do is simply chew a bit slower, absorb the food through your mouth first, and that activates your digestion. It helps you enjoy the food more and helps you become aware of what it's giving you. And then you can also practice appreciation, or you naturally will, especially with cherries like this, that give you the nourishment, the nutrients, the water, the fiber, the life force, the biophotons from the sun. And then you can feel that energy going into your body and start to integrate it through the breath, through the movement. And so it's much less of a spike, but you get a continuous joy, a sense of nourishment that keeps going up and up. And you can eat as much fruit as you want to get to that point where you have satiation. Satiation means your cells have the energy they need. Simple sugars, not complex carbohydrates or refined sugars, go straight to the cells without any extra breakdown. And because they have the water as well, that helps the sugar to absorb, because for every one sugar molecule, this I read, it needs 6 water molecules. So that means we need a ratio high in water for every sugar molecule. And many fruits have about 80% water because they are a carbohydrate. They hydrate us, but they also have the carbon, the sugar, that fuels the cells by converting to ATP, which is a kind of like a battery for the cell, or a chemical which converts to energy, or energy is released. But yeah, when we practice appreciation and mindfulness with our food, or with food, what we perceive as food, through our knowledge and development of what nourishes us, let's remember the same practice of mindfulness thousands of years ago taught us how to eat in this mindful way. So view it as an exploration and a curiosity. Even if you've already eaten this food before, maybe you haven't eaten this exact cherry before. So cultivate that wonder, that curiosity, even though you know what it tastes like. So I don't actually know what it tastes like until I've tasted it. This is the point about you don't know what a fact is until after the event or the action has happened to reflect upon. So we're learning all the time through our experience, and just remembering to stay aware of our senses, of our somatic experience, and mindful of what we want to experience in the body. So this is a way to ground. The mind just wants to experience everything, life, expansion, but it's having the balance to hold that energy in our system. And then we become aware of the chi around us, the yin and yang dynamics, and it teaches us to flow. It teaches us to be in harmony with nature. So fruits come from trees, and so it connects us with the trees and all the other elements that create this life. So yeah, that's really all for this video. Realize also that you need to eat enough fruit if you want to sustain your energy on it. To begin with, you might not be used to eating so much fruit, like a meal of fruit. This is not a meal, by the way. This is just like a small meal. Think of how much energy you need for the activity you're doing, and how much you need to keep you going throughout the whole day, because even if we don't exercise, we still need about 2,000 calories. You might need more, you might need less, but around about that. And when we're doing Qigong, you might only need 2,000, but some days you need more because it's cold, some days you do more activity, and some people need less because they have less muscle or they're smaller, but we all need enough to nourish our body and our brain. The brain consumes about 20% of our energy, particularly when we're thinking or active. So you might think like meditating, you're not using your brain because you're sitting there still, but you're actually using your brain quite a lot. Simply to, your thoughts still happen. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts, it's about observing them, being present in the experience, and that takes energy. Also, you're feeling your body, breathing to circulate the energy, because there is more yin, more stillness. But that's one of the reasons I like Qigong, because you're meditating while you're moving, and that helps your body to circulate the energy, and it can actually conserve energy as you get in the flow. So that's all for this video. Just a bit of a talk about fruits and some Qigong to support our health. I'll see you in the next video if you would like to see it. Take care.